What an ending to SmackDown on August 8th, 2025. There's so much to go over. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Josh, the commentator, and obviously by you saw by the beginning of the video, we are going to be talking about and discussing, reviewing August 8th, 2025 SmackDown. So if you guys are ready for this video, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment down below what was your favorite segment from SmackDown August 8th, 2025. And without further interruptions, let's get into this review. SmackDown started off tonight with Logan Paul and John Cena's segment. Segment was decent. I wasn't really too fond upon it. I mean, it was cool to see Logan Paul and John Cena face to face since the last time they were on a team, and now it didn't really seem like that. These two ended up arguing for a little bit, and Logan Paul calling John Cena out in Clash in Paris. Now, as Logan Paul continues to talk about it, Drew McIntyre blindsides Cena. Obviously, somebody was gonna come to the aid of John Cena. It actually didn't surprise me. It was none other than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Now, after Cody Rhodes comes to the aid of John Cena, taking out Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre together, Nick Aldis makes an appearance out there, and he states that it will be Logan Paul versus John Cena at Clash in Paris. Not only did that happen, but John Cena challenged Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus him and Cody Rhodes. That got set up as the main event. I was super stoked at this time because all four competitors are truly some of the top stars in WWE, and I didn't think it would have main evented, but we're in Canada, so you know what? You gotta end off with the banger. The camera pans to the Motor City Machine Guns backstage with a reporter. The reporter essentially asked them how they're feeling after their SummerSlam match, and obviously we all knew homies were messed up. I mean, just the match they put on at TLC was truly a dream match that I don't know when we're going to get something like that again. A lot of people think that the TLC match was overdone. A lot of people think that it was too much. I had a couple of buddies tell me that, and to which I answer, I thought it was pitch perfect. I thought it was fun. I thought it was exciting. Motor City Machine Guns put on a show, as well as all of the other tag teams put on a show. Truly was a beautiful match at SummerSlam. Yeah, they responded to this comment from the reporter by stating that they're just super beaten up. That's not going to stop them from going to the top. Obviously, they have to climb their way back up, but they're willing to do that to get the tag titles. So now we're on to a tag team match between the Motor City Machine Guns versus MFT's JC Mateo and Tala Tonga. It was a fun, quick battle. Chris Sabin hit a nasty DDT off the top rope. Very back and forth as this match went on. Not too many spots besides that DDT that I stated, but eventually Tala Tonga and JC Mateo take over the match, and Tonga hitting a nasty choke slam to Chris Sabin, and the MFTs win the match. Right after the match, Solo Sikoa picks up a mic and starts speaking garbage like he always does. He basically states that he is still the United States champion, and soon his MFTs will be the tag team champions as well. Then he states that he is in ring gear and everybody in the back is scared of him and nobody will come out and face him, so he decides to say that he's going to leave this stupid country. He thought he was going to leave this stupid country because right after, Nick Aldis comes out and says that he has an opponent for him, and it's none other than Canada's very own Sami Zayn. This match was truly a fun one. It might honestly be a match of the night, but Sami Zayn had this crowd on fire, and it was freaking insane. I mean, during this match, Zayn hitting an absurd amount of punches, in the corner to Solo Sikoa. Obviously, in, old Bloodline fashion to this new MFT Bloodline knockoff fashion. Oh my gosh, that's a lot to say. Solo Sikoa distracted the referee, which gave Tala Tonga the opportunity to jump up on the ropes and clothesline Sami Zayn, and turning it into a sunset flip powerbomb. Later on, Sami Zayn hit an exploder into the corner to Solo Sikoa, but of course, like I said, new Bloodline fashion, all the MFT show up and they all jump on the ropes left and right, just distracting Sammy as long as they can. Solo ended up booting Sammy in the face and set up for his Samoan spike, but Sammy rolled him up and he won the match. Sami Zayn with the upset. What an upset by Sami Zayn in his hometown. I really could see a Solo Sikoa Sami Zayn for the United States title at Clash in Paris. I think that's honestly in the books, and it's written right in front of us. You might as well, put it out there. I mean, Sami Zayn already rolled him up. I mean, he deserves an opportunity if he just rolled up the champion like nobody's business. Solo Sikoa is obviously going to be hot-headed about this. He's going to be angry, and he's going to want a rematch. And Sami's going to be like, well, put the title on the line and we'll do it. So I really could see a Solo Sikoa versus Sami Zayn for the United States title. And, the MFTs are going to have to, be outmatched. I mean, Zayn's going to have to bring company with him, which I think he obviously will bring Jimmy and Jay, and maybe even Jacob Fatu, we could see. The camera pans to a super quick segment right after this where Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are backstage, and Flair saying that she has a surprise for Bliss since it was Alexa Bliss's birthday. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else to that. That's all I got for you. Can't wait to see the gift. Yeah, we get a creepy as heck segment from Wyatt Six stating how this is what happens when you face us in the ring and, we're the best out here. I figured this is what we were going to get in this promo. I didn't think too much of, watching this. I mean, it was cool, but I mean, it kind of like, I knew it was coming, so that's why I wasn't as excited as I was. I do think it's really cool how they add the little auto-tune to kind of just make it a little more creepy, and it gives me that chill vibes, gives me a little goosebumps. I really like it. But overall, like, not too much from this. I mean, I expected it. The camera pans yet again to another segment, this time between the Street Profits and DIY. Nick Aldis ended up showing up after they were just arguing back and forth about the TLC match. They wanted an apology for what they did to Johnny Gargano's wife and, a bunch of bull crap. I mean, just madness, I guess you could say. But Nick Aldis told them that next week there will be a tag team match between DIY and the Street Profits to hopefully settle their beef. But now we get Charlotte Flair's gift. Charlotte Flair's gift to Alexa Bliss for her birthday. Charlotte Flair starts off with this by, stating that she's doing this out of the kindness of their heart, that usually she would be on top of this. Like, this would be all about her, and it should be. But she was just doing this because it's Alexa Bliss's birthday. Just insinuating that they're not friends, but she's doing this out of the kindness of her heart. Charlotte Flair gives her a cake, and in big bold letters it says, "Happy birthday, Charlotte Flair." And then off to the side it says, "And Alexa Bliss." So, why? It plays perfect into their storyline and makes it deeper and more fun. Hilarious, man. Next up, she gives her a freaking doll. Okay, she gives her doll back, a new fancy outfit that has the t-shirt that Bliss wears now that says "We are not friends." But yeah, she got Lily back. But then there's more, because Charlotte Flair says, hold on, Lily needs a best friend, and it's Charlie. Supposedly looks just like Charlotte Flair. Heck yeah, dude. I'm really excited for the future of this tag team. I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of awkward moments, a lot of just comedy moments. And overall, we needed this in the women's division. Something funny to watch, Chelsea Green ended up interfering in between all of this and blah, blah, blah. You know how Chelsea Green is. She talks about how Canada should be celebrating her homecoming and not Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Nick Aldis ended up showing up and made the match official. It was Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green. I kind of expected that. After this, we get a cool, quick segment from Carmelo Hayes, who was trying to knock on Nick Aldis' door to request a United States Championship opportunity. Who answered the door? Well, it was none other than The Miz. The Miz kind of tried to play his card of telling Carmelo Hayes, sweeten him up a little bit, telling him, hey, you deserve that United States title opportunity. Hayes really didn't want anything to do with The Miz. He kind of was upset after The Miz kind of left him in the dust a while back. Miz insinuating that it's different now, whatever, you know, Miz doing Miz things. And he got them a tag team match next week. Carmelo Hayes and The Miz will be facing, I don't think it even mentioned who they were facing, but they got a match next week, so that's pretty cool. Now the camera goes back to the ring where we get Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green. Fun match, very back and forth. The two highlights in this match were a nasty superplex off the top rope, a superplex by Chelsea Green to Charlotte Flair, and a funny scene where Alba Fire and Piper Niven got told by Chelsea Green to grab the cake and bring it into the ring. Now, as they push the cake in the center of the ring, Chelsea Green tried to go for an unprettier on Charlotte Flair, but it got reversed by Charlotte Flair, who also did an unprettier, and it connected with the cake. Charlotte Flair doing Charlotte Flair submission things made Chelsea Green tap out. Ultimately, not too bad of a match. I think Charlotte Flair winning this was obviously the correct move backstage. And you could see something in the future between this whole Secret Service, whatever it's called. I honestly don't remember what it was called, but I know that we'll see something in the future with this, or we might not, and it might just be a little dull moment for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. But honestly, I'm happy in the direction they are going. It is very fun to watch. The camera pans to Tiffany Stratton with a reporter backstage. The reporter asked Tiffany Stratton what is next for her, to which when she responded, Jade Cargill showed up, and these two got in a heated argument, obviously going back and forth. Jade Cargill thinking that the next time she gets an opportunity, she's going to win the title. Tiffany said that, I'm staying the WWE champion. Now, as Tiffany Stratton walks up, Jade Cargill gets in one hell of a mess. Jade obviously looking confused, sees Julia and Kiana James pull up, and they talk to her, and they're like, let me help you. It's basically what they said, and handed her a card and told her to call her if she needed anything. And then, obviously, Jade Cargill's like, hell no, leave me alone. They walk away. Then Mia Jim shows up and says, let me see that card. Takes the card and walks off. And obviously, this picture represents exactly what her face was after all of that annoying craziness happened. I don't really know what that segment was, but it was actually quite comedic, to be honest. I think we'll get another match from Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. I just think it'll be more of a slow build-up, hopefully to the next huge pay-per-view, aka WrestleMania 42. I think that'll be just like a super slow build-up. Had a cool little segment before the main event from Aleister Black talking about how he fractured, and I mean destroyed, with a black mass. He destroyed Damian Priest's jaw, so he fractured that, essentially saying he's a savage, he's a menace to WWE, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the homie truly is a menace. What he was saying was absolutely insane. All the time, that's all it is. It's just pure insanity. But you know what? I think that's why we like Aleister Black. He doesn't care what you think. He's going to say how he feels. And it's most of the time very violent. Right after Aleister Black's segment, the camera pans to John Cena and R-Truth, who essentially just started mimicking each other, doing every other movement, everything, just mimicked each other, until eventually R-Truth says, you're back, so that means I'm back. John Cena starts basically talking about himself in the third person to R-Truth, thinking that R-Truth is John Cena. You guys understand, you get the gist, but essentially mimicking the whole situation. Just an overall hilarious segment. But now we get the main event. John Cena and Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Just a fun match, honestly. Logan and Drew dominated this whole match, absolutely distracting the referee so the other one could attack Cody Rhodes. Oh my, just doing awesome heel work, honestly. Cody doing everything he can, fighting for his life just to make that tag to Cena, and he finally did during the middle stage of this match. Cena hits a 5-knuckle shuffle and then hits an AA to Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre makes his way into ring to stop the count, and then Cody Rhodes interfered to stop Drew McIntyre from taking out Cena, which gave Logan Paul the opportunity to low blow John. That's a DQ victory victory for Cena and Rhodes, and Logan Paul proceeded to attack John all the way back to gorilla position. That left Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes fighting on the outside. Drew McIntyre found an opening to grab the Undisputed Championship and banging it against Cody Rhodes' face, and then hitting him with a Claymore that broke the bottom of the commentary table, and Cody Rhodes looked dead, genuinely. Drew McIntyre's face just shows how great of a heel he truly is. I'm really excited for John Cena versus Logan Paul, and I really wouldn't be shocked if they actually made it a tag team like they did it here. But I mean, if they did that, it would have to be stipulations. I mean, you would have to make it a no DQ match. You know, anything goes, right? But I mean, I'm still stoked for John Cena versus Logan Paul, and I'm giving my flowers to Drew McIntyre for awesome heel work, and Logan Paul playing along with it very well. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, you subscribe to the channel if you are new, and comment down below what is your favorite match of the night, favorite segment of the night. I don't care. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.